All right, welcome. Bismarck, North Dakota, Holland Field here. We're getting ready for Magnitude Sports 2020 Senior Recognition Night, put on here by the crew that put on the Sandlot Baseball League, if that's what you would like to call it here. Earlier today, we got the championship game, or championship pool for you tomorrow live here starting at 10 a.m. on Magnitude Sports, right from the very field that you see on your screen right now. So at any moment now, they're going to start. From what I understand, the seniors will come out from the third base line, get a photo, and then they will kind of stand between first and third base. So we'll see if I remembered what I was told correctly. It'll be something similar to that. So. If you were watching our game earlier, we do apologize once again for those issues in that final inning of the game. We found out why that happened, and we know how to prevent it from happening, so that's always a good thing. That makes sense. So I just got word that we should be starting these festivities here probably within the next 5 to 10 minutes. Waiting on getting some parents and some name pronunciations. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is your group of seniors right there. And they are getting instruction right now on how they will proceed through this recognition night. Don't forget to check our website, msportsnet.com, for all the upcoming graduation ceremony schedules. We have 8 of them scheduled right now, and between North Dakota and Minnesota. And we had one cancel on us earlier today, just due to restrictions. They just weren't able to do it, and we fully understand that. So we do have an opening date for those who are looking at May 23rd. If I had told you no, call me back. I might be able to tell you yes this time. So. And then, of course, we are looking at a Legion, a.k.a. Senior Babe Ruth season for Fargo Post 400 this year. We'll be covering their team on Magnitude Sports from the first game to the last game. And at last check, we were scheduled for a June 5th game, but we'll have to we'll get an update on that in a couple of days here and let you know. So it looks like the seniors are getting ready to line up over on the far side of the third baseline dugout. And the lady who will be doing the announcements, at least I believe she'll be doing the announcements, appears to be making her way up here right now. So I would suspect that we might be started here in a couple of minutes. So. But then again, she just walked right by, so. If you missed any of our recent Magnitude Sports updates, we've been kind of doing those. We tried to do them daily, but then we just kind of ran out of things to say that were considered good news. All we could deliver was bad news, so we decided to switch the bad news to only the days of the month that end on a 6, 6, 16, and 26. And then the rest of the days of the month, it's either good news or no update at all. So we'll be getting started here in just a couple of moments. And from what we understand, not all of the seniors are here tonight. We know that Carrington, I don't think they showed up, mainly because of the trip home that they have to make, and that's understandable. And a couple of other teams. Only some of the students are showing up. But from what I understand, even if they're not here, we'll give them a shout out. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer now, as I believe she is ready to go, and we'll let her get her first few words in here on Magnitude Sports 2020 Senior Recognition Night.
Hello, fans. Are we ready? All right. Well, I just wanted to take a minute before we introduce our seniors and say thank you. I am absolutely overwhelmed by the support that we have received from this event. The fans, the businesses, Bismarck Parks and Rec. I'm absolutely blown away. Skylar and I had a conversation once they canceled the rest of the spring sports season from North Dakota High School Activities Association. I said, well, can't we just throw a couple of kids on the field and play some ball? That's all we want to do, right? We want to get outside, play some ball. We put together a little flyer, and it exploded. And now we have all of you guys here from all over the state. And I have had so many smiles on my face today. I have had tears today. This has been an absolutely incredible experience. It has been one of the greatest days that we've had, at least in the last 2 months, right? I think everybody can agree with that.
Most definitely.
And most importantly, the kids' faces today, as I watched those teams out there, they were laughing and they were smiling. For me, Skylar is a senior. Obviously, all of you guys are here along with your seniors. This was the last hurrah. Baseball season was the last thing, right? It was the last little bit that we had to hold on to. So having this to end the senior year for him definitely means a ton to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to all of you, parents and grandparents, aunts and uncles, siblings. And I know our boys sitting over there are like, gosh, that mom should just be quiet, and they don't like to acknowledge that these things actually mean something to them, but I know it does. By the looks on their faces today, they were smiling, they were happy. And so I just want to take the time to say thank you. Thank you all. Thank you to the Bismarck community. They've been supportive. I know at Tatley there was a pretty big crowd today, social distanced, but they were there supporting the kids that came out to play. So thank you to everybody. I know that there are a few teams that weren't able to be here tonight. They had other commitments, other senior things going on. I know it's the end of the year, so we wanted them to partake in that. But we do want to take a minute to recognize every senior that participated in the Sandlot Showdown. So there will be moments of time that we hear some kids announce and nobody's coming to the field. We are aware of that. They're not here, but we want to make sure that we recognize them. Magnitude Sports Media Network has been gracious enough to live stream games for us today at Tatley, record games here at Holland, and those will be on his YouTube page later. And now he's live streaming for us again tonight for senior recognition. So we want to make sure that we take a minute to just recognize all the seniors that are ending their senior year just like this at the Sandlot Showdown. So without further ado, I'm going to hand the microphone over to Brian, and he is going to introduce our senior class of 2020 for the Sandlot Showdown.
Welcome to Holland Field. We'll be starting with the Bismarck Maroon. The seniors will be coming out of the third base dugout. Skylar Strand will start so everybody knows where to go. Skylar Strand. Parents are Jason and Michaela Joner and Joe and Kay Strand. Coy Christensen. James and Melissa Christensen. Nick Hintz. Parents are Julie and Brian. Alex Krug. Parents are Rachel and Mark Krug. Wyatt Dvorak. Parents are Jason and Jersty Dvorak. and Ian Kearns, Lisa Reich, and Ed Reich. The next group of seniors come from Mandan, starting with Blake Aarons. Oh boy. Caden LaFrenz, Christopher Gates, and Natasha LaFrenz. Next group of seniors are from Mandan. Start with Blake Aarons. Parents are Jason and Tricia Aarons. Next from Mandan is Caden Herscher. Parents are Merrill and Kim Herscher. Next is Tate Jablonski. Parents are John and Jana Jablonski.
When you're done with Mandan, can you get back to Coy Christensen?
Okay. Yep. Back to Bismarck Maroon, Coy Christensen. Parents are James and Melissa Christensen. Next group of seniors are from the Bismarck Gold, Kai Caribou. Next we have Troy Kubel. Parents are Steve and Claudia Kubel. Next we have Parker Dakota. The next two seniors are playing with the Bismarck Gold, however they are from Hettinger. First one is Mason Defoe. And Ty Warbus. The next group of seniors come from Renville County. We have Caleb Fulton. Parents are Cameron and Jamie Fulton. Garrett Schmidt, Andrea and Chad Schmidt. Brandon Volk. Parents are Garrett and Heather Volk.
The last few here are not present, so we'll
And
keep
we
the
have
camera there for the moment.
Zavacool. Parents are Andrea and Bart Zavacool. Next group of seniors are on the Bismarck Royal team. They are Noah Welch. Parents are Greg and Terry Welch. Jaden Mitzel. Parents are Matt and Sarah Mitzel. Josh Lardy. Parents are Kevin and Anita Lardy. And we have Dylan Fredrickson, Corey and Jessica Frank, and Chris Fredrickson. Next group of seniors come from Carrington. They are Hunter Thompson, Nicholas Lyman, Hunter Meitletter, Nick Presnell, Coulter Sutterholm, Nathan Holsworth, and Bo Belquist. Next group of seniors are from Williston. Jackson Meyer, parents are Jory and Melissa Meyer. Next senior from Williston is Garrett Hill. His parents are David and Kirsten Hill. Next is Camden Miller. Parents are Donnie Miller and Jenny Miller. Next is Jill Jorsted. Parents are Brent Jorsted and Jill Lee. Charlie Whitlock. Parents are Ty and Jamie Whitlock. Denver Sheets. Parents are Scott and Carla Sheets. And Rhodey Zeely. Parents are Todd and Robin Zeely. Next group of seniors are from Kidder County. Ty Bitersfeld, parents are Jack and Carmen Bitersfeld. And we have Tommy Thompson, parents are Stuart and Mono Thompson. Parker Hager, Shannon and Jackie Hager. Elijah Fallgotter, parents are Steve and Megan Fallgotter. Those are the seniors.
It's certainly been a fun day number 1 here in Bismarck for this 2-day Sandlot tournament. And, well, we have 3 more games for you tomorrow here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, and that will include the championship pool. And I believe, if I remember what Skylar told me correctly, in that championship pool is Bismarck Maroon, Bismarck Black, and I forgot the other one that he told me, Renville County, I believe. Yes, I just got confirmation that it was indeed Renville County. So Bismarck Black, Bismarck Maroon, and Renville County will be the 3 teams in the pool championship tomorrow. Those games are scheduled for 10 a.m., 12 noon, and 2 p.m. And let's see if I can decode the versus schedule here. I believe it's going to be Bismarck Maroon and Renville County are in the same pool. So it's probably going to be Bismarck Maroon versus Bismarck Black. And then Renville County versus Bismarck Black, and then probably Bismarck Maroon versus Bismarck Black. That's just a guess if I'm decoding the codes correctly there. That is more than likely your games that you'll have tomorrow for you here on Magnitude Sports at 10 a.m. for the first game, 12 noon for the second game, and then 2 o'clock will be the third and final game of the afternoon. And that'll wrap up our coverage here from Bismarck, at least to the best of our knowledge. We had a few surprises hit us today, so maybe there'll be a surprise tomorrow. You never know. And if there is a surprise tomorrow, we'll try and capture that surprise for you. So thanks so much for joining us here on Magnitude Sports 2020 Senior Recognition Night from Bismarck. Want to say hi to Kurt, Dan, David, James, and Rob for watching on Facebook. I know we have a few watching on YouTube too, so certainly appreciate that. So thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to close up shop here and then go get a quick nap in and be back bright and early for a 10 a.m. first pitch live here on Magnitude Sports from Holland Field in South Bismarck. Mike Mason signing off. Have a nice night, and congratulations to the 2020 seniors. So glad that we could do something, considering that not a lot has been able to be done. Have a great night. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning.